Hello guys and welcome to this Tomodachi Game video. And in this video I will be talking about chapter 225 of the Tomodachi Game manga. With this chapter the Tomodachi Game manga will soon be coming to an end, and this was a very heartbreaking chapter. Yuuichi has been trying to destroy the Tomodachi Game since the very beginning of the story, and throughout his journey, he has fought many battles to get to this point. However, Yuuichi finally was able to accomplish his goal of destroying the Tomodachi Game in this chapter. But unfortunately, Yuuichi only accomplished this goal with the price of his life, and the outcome of the final game is the worst and most horrible ending ever. However, Kei punching Shibei was also one of the best parts of the chapter, because Shibei definitely deserved this punch. So this new chapter begins with Mazukazu pointing the gun at Yuuichi. And he is asking Yuuichi if he really killed Yuka while she was begging for her life. And in this part of the chapter Yuuichi is having a flashback of when he killed Yuka, and Yuuichi is telling Yuka that he has to kill her, or else he'll lose his most important thing. Yuuichi then responds to Mazukazu's question by saying, yes, and then he reveals that he left her to die while she was suffering from the pain, and Yuuichi also said that he was laughing. After hearing this, Mazukazu just says, I see, and then he shoots Yuuichi in the stomach. While holding his stomach, Yuuichi says that he told him that he would try to overturn the outcome of the final game after hearing the truth. Tenji tries to reach out to Yuuichi, however Yuuichi tells him not to intervene, because he is an outsider to this final game. Yuuichi then says that as long as he is still alive, the game isn't over yet. Mazukazu asks him if money is more important than his life, and Yuuichi says that the only thing that matters is money, so he should hurry up and give him all of his money. Mazukazu thinks that Yuuichi has gone mad, and he screams to everyone to behold Yuichi's true nature. He says that Yuuichi will betray his friends and family for money, and he's the worst piece of scum ever. But Yuuichi just grabs Mazukazu by the collar, and he tells him that he is already fully aware of that. Yuuichi says that he not only breathes lies, but he also doesn't hesitate to betray people if it will benefit him. He is a scumbag whose only interests are destroying relationships and stealing money. He then says that he will admit that he is a piece of trash and repeat as many times as he needs to convince him. And with a heartbreaking look on his face, Yuuichi asks him to please end the game. Tsukino asks the boss what they should do, because they can end the game with his permission. Mazukazu responds by saying what the hell, and how significant is the outcome now that the police have arrived. And then the boss agrees to end the game, and he says that he will put an end to the final game of the Tomodachi Game here and now. Mazukazu then drops his gun, and he tells Wataru that he won't resist arrest. As he is being arrested, the boss asks Yuuichi if he is happy now. With a genuine smile on his face, Yuuichi responds by saying that he is satisfied, and since everything went according to his plan, he has no regrets. Mazukazu asks why he is satisfied, because after seeing his ugly nature nobody will reach out to him who is hurt. The boss said that Yuuichi lost everything for the sake of victory, so losing all his relationships serves him right. However, Kei suddenly arrives on the scene with Sadon Kaido, and he screams that they are all idiots. We see that Kei comes over to support Yuuichi, and he asks his senpai if he is doing okay. Kei is the only one who was able to realize Yuichi's true intentions, and he asks Tenji why he didn't try to stop him if he was here. Tenji says that he is still not convinced, and Kei says that Tenji is useless. Shibei tries to argue with Kei, however Kei just responds to this by punching Shibei in the face. After Shibei's body falls down to the floor, Kei says that this is why he hates idiots. Kei then puts Shibei in his place by telling him that he has the audacity to doubt his friends, despite being an idiot. Kei wants them to trust Yuuichi, but Shibei gets angry at Kei for calling them idiots. However, in this moment Shibei suddenly realizes that Kei is crying. Kei is devastated that he can't do anything about this, and he asks the doctor to help Yuuichi. Shiho asks Kei what he is talking about, however Kei says that they should understand since they've known Yuuichi longer than he has. And Kei is saying that he doesn't get why they can't understand what he was trying to do all this time. Kei then asks Tsukino to tell them the result of the final game, because then they will understand Yuichi's true intentions. And in this scene the administrator reveals that the winner of the final game is Shiho Sawaragi. Shiho is confused, and she asks the participants if they betrayed Yuuichi in order to vote for her instead. However, Hokuto says that they only voted according to Yuichi's instructions, and in this moment Shiho finally realizes that Yuichi planned to make her the winner from the beginning. Shiho thinks that this is nonsense, because he should have told her about it. However, Sadone reveals that he couldn't do that because his actions were restricted by an individual task. And then the old guy shows them the task that Yuichi received during the game. The Tomodachi game was designed by the boss to test Yuichi's humanity, and this individual task was specifically tailored for that very purpose. And this individual task was basically making Yuichi pick between winning money for himself or clearing everyone's debts by letting Shiho win. So the fact that Yuichi picked the selfless option proves that he still has his humanity, and he did everything for the sake of his friends. But Kei Shinomiya was the only person who was smart enough to realize the true nature of Yuichi, and in reality, he has done everything for his friends. Yutori realizes that just like in the first game, Yuichi sacrificed himself to protect everyone. Sadone tells Shiho that Yuichi chose to believe in her as his friend, and he let everyone win. Shiho thinks that Yuichi would have found a loophole to overcome this, but Kei says that this is because he has another goal. And this goal is to destroy the Tomodachi game, and Yuichi told Shibei that in order to fulfill that goal, he needs to kill the boss. However, Kei told Shibei that they can see that the boss is not dead, and Kei said that Yuichi-senpai must have told him about the other method. After hearing these words, Shibei suddenly remembered when Yuichi told Shibei that the other method is to kill him. And Shibei finally realizes the other method, and Shibei realizes that Yuichi has planned his own death from the beginning. And Kei said that this is the reason why they had to prevent the worst and most horrible ending. And then Shibei asks Yuichi if this is the truth, and if this is the worst ending that he was talking about. And on the last page of this chapter we get the most depressing page of this chapter, and in this page Tara was saying that it is no use, because Yuichi is already dead. Anyway guys, this was a very crazy chapter, and Kei's speech was one of the reasons why he is my favorite character besides Yuichi. Even though all his friends lost trust in him, Kei believed in Yuichi until the end, and we can tell that Kei is very hurt by his senpai's death. Even though the chapter ended with the doctor announcing the death of Yuichi, I hope that he is not really dead. I still hope that we will get to see Yuka's true backstory, and I think that the reason why Yuichi killed Yuka is because she was really working with Taizen from the beginning. Anyway guys, this is the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, then like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.